to us? Are there any visiting Rotarians on the call? Okay, how about guests? Do we have any guests on the call?
Yes, I'm a guest. My name is Tamar Bo. I am a guest of Money.
Money? All right, thank you very much.
Tomorrow you are just about a Rotarian, so you'll be a guest for a very short time.
I hear you. Not quite there yet, but soon.
All right, somebody else, I believe someone else had their mic open.
Everyone, my name is Ursula Dean. I'm a guest of your guest speaker.
Okay.
Oh, your speaker tonight.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Dean, for being with us this evening. Mr. Thurston, our guest speaker.
Yes, good night. I'm a guest of Rotary as well.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Any additional guests on the call?
Yes, my name is John Fox, and I saw the meeting notice on Mr. Thurston's status, so I decided to join. I'm from Freeport.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Fox. We do hope, trust and pray that you would enjoy this meeting. And I do believe Mr. Thurston will provide a presentation that is going to be very, very engaging. So thank you for taking the time to be with us this evening. Any additional guests? Okay, without any further delay, just would like to say thank you to all our visiting Rotarians, if you are on, as well as to our guests who are on, for just taking time out of your schedule to be with us this evening as we host our meeting. I will now call on our president with any remarks and or announcements.
Thank you so much, Danny, for navigating us through so far. I just want to say thank you to all of you, including our guest speaker, who've thought it not a robbery to come and spend time with us in this Zoom meeting. We normally meet on Tuesdays at 1 p.m., a lunchtime meeting. But of course, the inclement weather and the club not being available today, lunchtime, caused us to put it for this evening. So we were just grateful for all of you able to attend. We know that if we had it in person, we would have far lesser persons would have been able to attend. But nonetheless, we're glad that you all are here. And I trust that you, despite the inclement weather outside, that you are still bubbling inside, and joy and sunshine is filling your hearts. And I can see a good smile on each one of your faces right now. Each one of your faces right now, I can see a good smile, and you're happy to be here. So here is it. Just a week in review. We had a blistering week last week, and we just want to say thank you so much to our team, the disaster preparedness team, who put on a disaster preparedness symposium last week, Tuesday. I think they deserve a rousing round of applause. That preparedness symposium went off very, very good. We want to thank Nikita for really spearheading in the initial stages, and then for those of us who came by and uphold all of the things that we said we were going to do. We were able, with the assistance of a corporate citizen, we were able to distribute some 40 kits, hurricane kits. And I mean, why? Well, how timely. With membership check, I know you were saying that you had. How timely it was for us to be giving out those kits. And right now, the following week, this week here, a hurricane sits at our doorstep. So we were able to give hurricane kits out to 40 persons in the Freetown community. That's the Camp Road area. We just want to say thank you to everyone who came and supported Special thank you to Sabrina, who provided all of the refreshments. We really, truly, truly appreciated that. Thank you so much. We partnered with Urban Renewal in that regard. And so we want to say thank you to them as well. And to all of the Rotarians. We had a goodly number of Rotarians who came out and actually lend their support in that joint initiative with the Urban Renewal. And of course, they likewise in kind send their thank you to us as well. And then moving on, coming on the Saturday, we were out there in a joint initiative with RCOB, Rotary Club of the Bahamas, a joint initiative with our fellow Rotarians who traveled overseas from the United States. They were on a cruise. Some 90 plus of them were on a cruise, and we had almost half of them came out, and they assisted in a joint venture at the Stapleton School. The Stapleton School, I really didn't realize that the Stapleton School property was so big. It was so big. That looked like about maybe an acre and a half to 2 acres. But we were there assisting with the cleanup efforts, weeding, moving trash, planting different seeds, and then also the repairing of the chicken pens. And I talk about chicken pen. They have some big chicken pen, something to the size of like maybe a 15 by 16 foot room. And so that was very interesting to see how that went. Of course, they fed everyone. We had performances by the Urban Renewal band was there. That joint venture was also facilitated by the Defense Force, who brought out their rangers as well. And all of the Rotary clubs in the Bahamas was there, and everyone was fed, properly sponsored. We had a visit from the Minister of Education, Ms. Glenys Hannah Martin, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin. She was there, and also the Honorable Alfred Sayers, Immigration Minister. He was there because that's his constituency, and they assisted in planting a peace pole. So a peace pole, one of the major tenets of our Rotary year this year, that was planted there at the Stapleton School. So if you wish to have a look at it, you can always pass by Stapleton School and have a look at the peace pole that was planted there. So that was pretty good. And we had a few, not much, but we had a few RCN members representing. But nonetheless, we understand. But it was good. These joint initiatives give you an opportunity to do makeups. These joint initiatives also give you an opportunity to put service above self in these community efforts. Okay, so I encourage you as they come up, try your best. You know, it's hard on all of us and difficult, I know sometimes, but try your best to support. And then we have coming up on. I'll get back to that, but we have another joint initiative. Another joint initiative that is coming up on November the 2nd. November the 2nd is another joint initiative, and this joint initiative is with the Rotary Club of Southeast Nassau. Rotary Club of Southeast Nassau. We've been meeting with that, and this is in an effort to put on a peace symposium. And how timely could this be? This symposium is going to be right there at St. James Native Baptist Church in the Camp Road area again. They have so graciously allowed us to use the hall again. And so this is going to be there. It's going to be on a Saturday, November the 2nd, a month from now. Not even a month now. Boy, the time going fast. A few weeks from here. It's going to be from 10 to 12. We have a number of guest speakers involved. Carlos Reed is going to be there. We're going to have a senior police officer in charge of the domestic violence going to be there. We have a representative from the Women's Crisis Center is also going to be there. And one or two other speakers who will speak directly on violence and domestic violence and so forth. So we'd like for as many as you who can come out, RCN come out. We are responsible for the food. RCN is responsible for the food, and I've asked Rotarian Shelby to help us in that regard, to see if we can get some sponsor. So if she comes by, knocking on your door, please lend her your assistance and support in that. We're looking to cater to about maybe a little over 100 school-age children, particularly those who would have been involved, in gang activities or disruptive or antisocial behavior. Rotarian Alandra, she is spearheading that effort in that regard. But we have a number of us on the committee, Owen on the committee, Liliana Russell on that committee. I think Sabrina is also on that committee as well. So we'll like your support in that regard as we see the violence spiraling out of control here in our country. We had in 4 days, we had 4 young men, all under the age of 30, who lost their lives. And so this is going to continue to happen in our country unless we step in. Someone have to break the cycle. Someone have to be seen to disrupt this cycle of violence that's happening in our country. And this is our way, our small way of doing what we can do. So RCN, along with our RCSE, Rotary Club of Southeast Nassau, we're going to see if we can do something. So we're looking forward for your support in that. And then coming up in the next 2 weeks, and I left that for the last because I wanted to spend some time just sharing on that, is PP Chantel on the call. Because we really need an update on this Vision Expo. This is coming up, and it's coming up in a hurry. She has all the details. And so I'll ask her now to chime in and bring us up to speed as where we are with the Vision Expo to be held on the 18th in Inagua. PP Chantel?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I understand you're having some rough weather there in Nassau, so be safe. So yes, the Vision Expo, we're in the final stages of preparation. We have all of our volunteers in place now. We have 17 persons who will be traveling to Inagua. 10 of those are members of RCN, so great showing from RCN. We have put in the reservations at Bahamas Air, just waiting for them now to send the invoice so that we can get that secured. On the ground, we have everything in place for the expo. We have the location already set up. Persons have been making their bookings with the hotels, so everything is coming along well. We do have some sponsors coming in. They're trickling in slowly, but so far, we have 3,700, I think we actually have in hand. But we still have 3 companies who are still saying that they will make a donation. So we should have another, that's $3,000 or $4,000 coming in. I don't know if Monique is on, but I'm going to steal some of her thunder. I understand that we also, we got a notification today that the district grant also was approved for the Vision Expo. So that's an additional 5,000. I don't know if we'll get it in this Rotary year, but you know, at least we can still use it for Vision Expo next year. So that was great that the foundation committee put in for that. So everything is looking good. We have a meeting scheduled for Wednesday. Anita should be sending out the notice hopefully today for all of the volunteers, so everybody knows the logistics of what's happening, you know, for us to get prepared to head out on the 18th of October. I don't know if there are any questions. Is that good?
Okay, thank you so much, PP Chantel. Look like everyone got it. I guess those who plan to go, they've already made all the necessary adjustments, and so that's good. That's good.
Quick
Thanks so
question,
much.
quick question, Mr. President, for Chantel.
Go ahead.
Any idea on the number of children that would be getting the help down in Inagua? Obviously, you know, that's the most southern island in the Bahamas. And obviously we want to be able to reach persons throughout the Bahamas, but any idea of how many children will be helped?
Yes, so in Inagua itself, there are 140 students because, you know, they do have an all-age school. There are 40 students in Meguana who have also been extended the invitation. They are in the process of getting assistance from social services and also from local donors in Meguana to get the children to come over for the weekend as well. Because, you know, the way the flights are set up, they have to travel on Friday and then return on Monday. We'll have, you know, close to 200 students if all of the students show up. There's definitely 140 in Inagua that we will be servicing.
Excellent. That's a very good amount of people to do in
Yes.
one day. That's one day?
Well, so the pre-screening will be done on the Friday because we get
Okay.
in on Friday about 1:30, I think. So we will set up so that we can do the pre-screening when they get out of school at 3:30. So when we come on Saturday to do the full eye exam, we should have maybe half of them. We expect that full, 140, 180 will require the extended testing.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, thank you so much, PP Chantel, for that update. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention Rotarian Kasinthi Bodhi, who really went out and got her company to become the major donor for those 40 hurricane kits. And I'm quite sure we're going to be maybe looking at another community where we'll be able to give out the remainder of the additional kits. And while we have on the call, I think Monique is on the call. Monique, any brief update on the Polio Plus and Foundation, please?
Hi, good evening, all. So far we have 16 more days for the End Polio Challenge for Race for Rotary. So I'm asking for all those Polio Plus members who have not paid their annual fee, they can do so through the Race for Rotary before the 24th of October. And all those who are not members and promise me that they will be members, I need your forms in ASAP, and I need you to make that donation also. And those who are not members at all, we still need that donation because so far I think our club is in first place as a club and not an individual. So we want to make this challenge and make more than the $1,500 that the challenge is for. And it has to be in before the 24th. And on the 22nd, we will be doing the End Polio T-shirt day for our meeting. And we will also look for donation on that last day because World Polio Day is actually on the 24th. So we will need that little extra money so we could win this challenge. So far, that's it. And of course, Chantel already told you, we got approved for the district grant. So that's another plus.
Any update on the foundation?
The foundation gala?
Yes.
Yeah, just was about to say. So the foundation gala, we're supposed to have a Zoom meeting tomorrow. So I will get an update by next week for you. I'll have the update. But it's still for the 16th. But we have a gala meeting tomorrow night. And
Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Monique. Back over to you, Danny. Thank you all so much.
All right, thank you very much, President Wayne and Chantel and Monique. We'll now hear from our membership chair, Rotarian Keno. You have any membership updates?
Absolutely. This is going to be very quick. Thank you so much for everyone coming on, Mr. Thurston. We're looking forward to hearing your talk. I just want to give a shout out to, I think Mr. Strawn has his godmother on, Miss Strawn. She's on. She said she's visiting with us. And I just want to give a shout out to her. I think she's still on. Miss Strawn, are you still on? I think, is she still on? But anyway, just want to give a shout out to her to say welcome and welcome to all those who are visiting with us. And very, very quickly.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, I'm still on. I'm
yes,
still
Miss. Is it Cherie or Shirai?
Sherry.
Sherry.
Strawn. Yes.
Sherry Strawn. Boy,
yes.
You must be proud of your godson.
Very, very proud. Yes.
And for all of those who are, I think Father Miller, Eric Miller's on. So it's good to have all of you on. My role is very, very simple. We're coming down to our third month to our Rotary year. I'm encouraging everyone, if you have not paid your Rotary dues, please go ahead and pay your Rotary dues. It's only $400. And I'm encouraging you, if you do $50 a month, you could knock it out or you could do it in one lump sum, $400, or you could do it over a period of time, and so that we be able to make sure everyone has that covered. I put my video on intentionally, because I want to make sure that we have, and now no one have no excuse today. And I'm starting with past President Chantel. I looked at her video as it was on. I saw no rotary pen. So Chantel, come closer. Let me see that. Boy, you must be cut off your camera and put that on, because I was looking for that pen. But anyway,
I always have on my pen for sure.
Boy, listen, because I didn't see no pen. But
it's
listen,
there. My camera too far.
Oh, your camera too far. Listen, now that we are on Zoom, everyone who doesn't have on their pen, I am asking for $10 today. Saying that we're not in person, we're on Zoom. $10 if you do not have your rotary pen. Charlene, do you have your rotary pen on? Let me see who else I can call out today.
I don't.
Oh, thank you for your $10.
I'm being honest.
Thank you for your $10 donation. Who's a Deidre? You got yours? That's my buddy. Who else I could pick on today? Dr. Anita Dean with the Vision Expo. Vision Expo, you ready to go down to Nagua? Do you have your pen on? Dwayne Swaby? You know I was coming to you, Dwayne.
I don't have mine on. $10 today.
Let me go to my financial person. Gabi, do you have your, Dwayne got his pen. Gabi, do you have your pen? Oh boy, we collecting money today. I need to direct this right to Polio Crossing. Catherine, do you have your pen?
Guilty as charged.
Yay, pits. Lord, boy, we collecting good today.
Make sure they write in the chat that they send in their $10 so we have the list, okay?
Please write in the chat. If you do not have your pen on, just pay. I will send my $10. Thank you very much. Gabi, do you have your pen on?
I already confessed that I don't. I said I could log in on my banking right now to send the $10.
And please, when you send your money, please say that it's for your fine, for your $10, and put your name so Gabi could make sure, indicate that it's you, that you're putting in your fine. And also when you're sending your membership dues, please indicate that it's for your membership dues and put your name. I want to thank you all for being so honest. That's our first Rotary Creed. Is it the truth? And so Jamie Taylor, Jamie, you got yours? Yeah, who else I need to call out here? Oh, goodness.
No need to call my name. I'll put my funds there. I'm guilty.
I love it. So I think we should have gathered almost $100 so far. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. As Wayne said, let's support the various initiatives that's happening with Rotary. It makes such a big difference when we come out. Also, the first Friday, Fun Fridays. If you can make it, the first Friday of every month, we come together, we have a good time, and we connect with each other. So we had the last one, I think Alondra was there, Diney was there, and I can't remember who else was there, but the next one is coming up next month. Comrade Stephen Dean, you're right in time, please. I'm sending some money I know you do not have on your pen. You've been traveling all over Freeport and all over the Bahamas. So it's nice to have you, Stephen Dean, so you could just send your money in with your pen. I just love it. So thank you so much, everyone. It's been a pleasure. Back to you, Danny.
Thank you very much, President-elect, membership chair. I will definitely send my funds in for my pen as well. So our speaker this evening is Mitchell K.A. Thurston. He is a dynamic and devoted 28-year-old Bahamian nationalist and entrepreneur. In May of 2017, he successfully completed his undergraduate studies at the University of Tampa, earning a Bachelor's of Arts degree in economics. Driven by a thirst for knowledge, Mitchell pursued a master's in applied economics at the esteemed University of Maryland, College Park, beginning in fall of 2017 and graduating in May of 2019. Mitchell's professional journey led him to the Central Bank of the Bahamas, where he made substantial contributions while working in the governor's office. However, his dedication to education and national development extended to his role as a part-time lecturer at the University of the Bahamas, where he shared his expertise in economics with eager students. In April of 2020, Mitchell embarked on a new venture with the establishment and as founder of Bahamas Mineral and Manufacturing Corporation Limited, headquartered in Freeport, Grand Bahama, where he currently serves as the president and CEO. A company specializing in building materials is currently in the construction phase, positioning itself to make a significant impact in the industry. Additionally, Mitchell plays a pivotal role as a board member of Okoff Securities, a Bahamian fintech firm and the parent company of the investment platform ProSurf. Beyond his professional endeavors, Mitchell actively engages in community development initiatives. His commitment is evidenced as he serves as a board member for organizations such as the Brother Sister Initiative and Keep Making a Difference. Notably, Mitchell has also held the position of the board's secretary for the National Junkanoo Committee, solidifying his role as its youngest member and emphasizing his dedication to making an impact. Please join me as we welcome our speaker, Mitchell Thurston, as he presents on the topic, Pioneering Progress, BMMC role in contributing toward a stronger and diverse Bahamian economy.
Thank you very much, Rotarians and guests. It is truly an honor to present to you today, not just as the leader of Bahamas Mineral and Manufacturing Corporation Limited, but as a Bahamian who believes deeply in the future of our nation. We are here not to discuss numbers and statistics, but to talk about something far more important, the future of our country and the role that each of us as business leaders, community members, and citizens can play in shaping it. Today, I want to take you on a journey that tells the story of BMMC and the role that we intend for it to play in contributing to a more diversified, resilient, and stronger Bahamian economy. While our story is still in its early chapters, the foundation we are building will shape not only the future for our company, but also our country. Before we delve into things though, regarding BMMC, let's start by reflecting on the broader context, the state of the Bahamian economy, and why diversification is no longer just an option, but a necessity. As we all know, the Bahamas has long been anchored by two primary industries, tourism and financial services. Tourism contributing approximately 38% of GDP and employing over 51% of our national workforce has been vital to our economic success. Financial services, though smaller, account for nearly 15% of GDP. These sectors have been incredibly fruitful, creating jobs and generating substantial revenue. However, with the challenges posed by the global economy today, we must ask ourselves, is this enough? Are we truly building an economy that can withstand the test of time? The COVID-19 pandemic, among other global issues, exposed a critical vulnerability in our economic structure. In 2020, when tourism halted, our economy contracted by over 16%, and the tourism sector experienced a nearly 75% decline. Additionally, today we continue to rely heavily on imported building materials, which accounted for nearly $500 million in imports in 2022 alone. Now think for a minute. What if our economy were built differently? What if we weren't so reliant on just one or two sectors? What if we could produce more of what we consume and use and export more of what we create and build an economy that is not just reactive, but proactive? This is where economic diversification comes into play. Diversification means creating a robust, multifaceted economy, one that can weather storms, adapt to change, and provide substantial and sustainable opportunities for generations to come. This is not a future that will simply come to us. We must actively build it. And at BMMC, we are committed to being part of the driving force behind this transformative vision. BMMC was born out of a desire to create something truly transformative for the Bahamas. Our vision was to establish a company that would manufacture high-quality construction-grade products and opportunities for Bahamians, ultimately contributing to diversification of our economy, as said. However, turning vision into reality takes time, planning, and a great deal of determination. Currently, BMMC is still in its early stages of construction. Our 22,000 square foot building, which will be located on our property known as BMMC Square in Freeport, Grand Bahama, is a few months away from starting operations. But we have already laid the groundwork for what is to come. This is a journey, years in the making. And while we haven't yet begun operations, every step we've taken so far has been critical to our future success. From raising capital and acquiring the property, to developing strategic partnerships and meticulously planning our manufacturing plan, every decision has been made with a purpose to ensure that when we open our doors, we are positioned to make an immediate impact. But this journey is not just about building a facility. It's about establishing the foundation for an enterprise that will propel growth, create meaningful jobs, and unlock new opportunities for Bahamians across the country. Now, let me take you back to the early days of BMMC's development. The idea for BMMC, though inspired by one of your fellow Rotarians, K. Peter Turnquest, wasn't born overnight. It emerged after countless hours of research and careful thought about how the Bahamas, while rich in talent, lacked the infrastructure and capability to fully capitalize on its potential. For too long, we've relied on importing goods that could and should be produced right here at home. And this journey, our journey, began with a single question: how can we contribute to building a more self-sufficient Bahamas? To turn this vision into reality, I took a significant personal risk by leaving my secure position at the Central Bank of the Bahamas to fully commit myself to BMMC. This was far from an ordinary leap. As you know, manufacturing facilities aren't a typical investment for Bahamians. But with faith in God and determination, I had to foster belief in the project, rallying support and securing the necessary funding in an environment where ventures such as these are unfamiliar. Navigating the business world as a novice was an intriguing challenge. Fortunately, I had the guidance and support of key individuals like Mr. Edison Sumner, who served as a mentor and trusted advisor throughout my journey. His wealth of knowledge and experience proved invaluable as I faced the complexities of building BMMC from a mere idea. Building upon this guidance, something that I am most proud of to date has been the creation of a truly global team of highly skilled professionals. Each individual has brought their unique expertise to help drive our vision forward and shape the future success of BMMC. From Mexico to China to Indonesia and Asia and India. And right here in the Bahamas, we have carefully sought out the best minds to turn our vision into a reality. Thanks to their diverse skills and dedication, what began as a dream is now steadily becoming a fully operational facility that we are excited to launch. Every challenge we've faced, every step we've taken has only reinforced our commitment to creating real value for the Bahamas. This journey, built on resilience, risk, and innovation, has laid the foundation for a company that is positioned to make a lasting impact on our nation's economy. As we look to the future, the possibilities are absolutely endless. Once construction is complete, in approximately 6 months, our doors open, BMMC will mark a significant change in how we as Bahamians engage with the building materials manufacturing sector. As I previously mentioned, our operations will focus on producing high-quality construction-grade products that are currently being imported. The first of these being PVC pipes. By doing so, we will help to reduce the reliance on foreign markets, keeping more of our capital circulating within our economy. At the outset, BMMC will directly create 50 new jobs, spanning from manufacturing to engineering, logistics, business administration, and more. Through comprehensive training and development programs, we will ensure that our workforce is equipped with the skills needed to thrive in the modern, diversified economy that we envision. Beyond direct employment, BMMC will act as a key driver of economic activity in Freeport. Our operations will engage local suppliers, contractors, and service providers, creating a ripple effect through the Grand Bahamian economy, which positively impacts the Bahamian economy at large. This interconnected growth will help lay a foundation for a stronger, more resilient economic structure, where industries support each other and value is created and retained within our borders. In closing, I want to leave you with this thought. Pioneering progress is not for the faint of heart. It demands vision, unwavering dedication, and the courage to forge ahead in uncharted territory. While BMMC has yet to commence our full operations, the ground we've laid has set the stage for what we believe will be a transformative force in the Bahamian economy. As we draw closer to opening our doors, my belief in the future that we can build together as a country only grows stronger. Through BMMC and beyond, we will help to usher in a new era, one marked by a more resilient, diversified economy that all Bahamians will benefit. Now, more than ever, collaboration is essential among entrepreneurs, businesses, and policymakers if we are to turn this vision of true economic diversification into a reality. Let us not wait for change to come to us. Let us seize the opportunity to be architects of that change. The future of the Bahamas is in our hands. And if we unite in this effort, I believe that the future will be bright, prosperous, and full of opportunities for generations of Bahamians to come. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thurston. Do we have any questions? Any questions for Mr. Thurston?
Please don't be shy.
I have a question. First, Danny, may I?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Go right ahead.
Great. First, I want to thank you, Mr. Thurston.
Yes,
Excellent presentation. It gives my heart such joy to see a Bahamian with such a strong mind to build his country and also to provide quality products to this nation. So first, let me commend you for obviously a God-inspired dream and having that dream come to reality. My question to you is two questions. The first question is, with your manufacturing company coming on stream, and of course, the Bahamas is still growing tremendously in terms of not only homes, but businesses. Have you all secured construction companies that have said that they will support this venture rather than having stuff coming from outside, that they're willing to go within and support your company? Because I think it's very important to have that future investors who are going to come in and support it. That's the first thing. And then the second question is your vision. You said you're starting out with 50 employees. Do you see this growing throughout the Bahamas and then eventually becoming an exporter of these Bahamian-made manufacturing high quality products going to the world from this beautiful country called the Bahamas?
Thank you for your questions. Firstly, as we started, or when we started to, I guess, release the idea of BMMC, we started by going to the construction companies and retailers to see if there was an interest. Because of course, yes, they're imported, but we had to test the market and see what feedback we would have gotten. And the feedback for the most part from just about everyone we've went to was, do you have pipe right now? You want to purchase pipe right now? And that was about 3 years ago that we got those same sentiments. And from time to time, we have people who reach out to us to see where we're at and if we're starters yet. So while we intentionally haven't signed any contracts as yet, because what we don't want to do is sign for a date that would be, let's say, next week. But we know that we would be waiting for a shipment to arrive, and the shipment is supposed to arrive tomorrow. But with the global atmosphere that we have, the shipment is delayed by a week. You know, we don't want to promise something for a date that it won't be able to be there that date. So we haven't signed anything as yet, but we have very active conversations with contractors, construction companies, and also retailers. And to your next question, yes, we definitely see the company growing to a point where we employ much more people. There are, as I mentioned, while PVC pipe is the first product, it won't be the last. So naturally, as our company grows and adds on X division and Y division, we will have to hire more people. And if I get my way, that would be definitely within the first 2 years of us being operational.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thurston. And of course, the final question that I have, that most Bahamians have, is that whenever Bahamians do products, pricing has always been an issue. Is it going to be competitively priced, or because it's Bahamian, it's going to cost more than they can import from YXZ nation or company or whatever have you? That's always a challenge, because the cost to ship things here, of course, it could be very costly. And of course, during the pandemic, we saw what happened with all of the building prices going up. So That was my final question. Will we be
Right, so-
competitively priced?
So what we wanted to test from day one, along with the interest, was if we can produce it at a price that's competitive. And the short answer is yes. We identified that. We would have ran various models, put various amount of markup on the products, the raw materials, et cetera, et cetera. And we found it to be very comparative with the American product. And when I say very comparative, I'm not saying, oh, 20% more expensive. No, I don't mean that. I mean, less expensive. We could add a markup and be at the same price, but guess what? You don't have to import it. You don't have to pay that custom duty or pay shipping price or the price that's incurred within the pipes that you purchase from the local markets, shipping costs that would be from the States here in comparison to Freeport here, which is a much different type of shipping.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you for your question. Questions?
Thank you. Are there any additional questions?
Good evening. My name is Khalil Okoff. I have a question from my mind. I also have to say, commendable speech. You give a lot of food for thought and a lot of nurturing, which we appreciate. My question reflects on that, and it goes towards the youth. As somebody that has came to the final conclusion of your vision and turning it into reality, would you have any 3 key tips to give to the youth in turning their country into their own country, especially seeing that they don't picture it in their head of them being able to really create industries? So
my key tips, that's the question?
Yes,
right.
3 key tips, if you can break it down for us.
Okay. I'd be very, very succinct with it. I'd say be bold, be fearless, and stay on the wall. You know, be a prayer warrior. Those three tips, I would say are those that I would keep foremost, because that's how I got where I am today. I'd add one more. Don't think that you know everything. You know, we as young people tend to have this attitude or tend to have this thing about us that we don't need advice, we don't need help, we don't need to seek guidance. And that is something that I think was driven in me by my environment, my family, and so on. So at the beginning of this, I knew that, hey, I had to seek help. I had to seek someone who knew how to do what I needed to do, which was, as I mentioned, Edison Sumner. So those 4 things, I think, would be the things that I would constantly tell anyone. Be fearless, be bold, stay praying, and don't think you know everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I have a question. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, this is PAG Donald Glass from Freeport. Very well done, Mr. Thurston. It's truly encouraging to see a young man with the courage to make such a bold step. But before I ask my question, I just want to give a shout out to past President Chantel and President-elect Kino. My question is, what was the catalyst that caused you to take the idea and move with it? We receive many ideas, but what was it about this particular idea that caused you to act on it and to leave your job at Central Bank?
Right. So, you know, I literally could remember the exact moment when it was like, this has to happen. And as I mentioned, it was something that was inspired by KP the Turnquest, me listening to him on a talk show. And the topic came up regarding us adding values to products in the Bahamas. Specifically, the conversation was about aragonite, the aragonite industry, and the fact that we as Bahamians feel that, you know, we go to the beach and pick up sand and it's worth $1 million. And it's not really like that. You have to refine that sand, add value to it, and then, you know, then it's something that you could actually make money from.
Yes.
The minute K. Peter said exactly that, me and my biggity self said, I could do that. And immediately I started, researching right away that night. I prayed about it that night, spoke to my mom, asked her take, and my mom is someone who, when you give ideas or when you talk to ideas, she's not someone who just reacts to anything. But she was like, work on it. And I did. And that was April 10th, 2020. And it was something that I worked on absolutely every day until today, every day. And that moment is one that I literally felt a light bulb go off as to something that can be done. And although it was something that required millions of dollars, I didn't feel that it was something too big for me to do. So that moment is one that I would say changed my life completely. Listening to that one talk show and taking the words of K. Peter Turnquest and applying them so that we can show that Bahamians can do something right here at home.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
I see Ursula Dean has a question, or she had a hand raised.
Yes. Good night again, everyone. Mitch, I'm so proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Young man with a vision. That was one of my questions that just was asked. However, I wanted to know, you're young, just coming back from school, all those years in college, you secured yourself what we call a secure job. How did your parents take it when you said that, I am leaving this secure job to go out there on a leap to see what can happen here?
So I love that question. I absolutely do. My family, when it comes to me with ideas, like I said, I run it by them. I ask their advice. And when I saw them say that, okay, it's time, I knew that it was time. It wasn't where I just said, okay, I'm going to leave. It was where the process was carefully thought out, where we knew that, and they saw that in order for the company to reach its full potential, that I had to fully dive into it. Same thing with, like I said, my mentor, Edison Sumner, same thing, like, Mitch, it's time for you to go. Luckily, and God just had it in a way that I think within a month, we raised our first set of funds. So I was able to pay myself. So that was taking a leap off of God. And of course, that's something I prayed about. And it was that moment that, okay, this is the time. As I mentioned, this was April 2020 that the idea came. I didn't leave Central Bank until January, I think 14th of 2022. So it was 2 years in the making. But my parents, when the time was right, fully supported it. And to this day, fully support the move.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you for your question.
Awesome. Do we have any other questions? All right, Mr. Thurston, on behalf of the Rotary Club of Nassau, we just would like to say thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to be our guest speaker this evening. Your presentation was excellent, and as you was giving your presentation, I could have only thought about the strike with the ports that took place in the U.S. and everything came to a halt.
Yep.
And thinking about you and your company and what it is that you're striving to do. Right now the talk is food security, but you are also providing an aspect of security as well, ensuring that we are able to produce and supply ourselves within the construction market. And you're not only talking about progress, but you're also being a pioneer just by vision, dedication, and forging ahead. So we'd just like to say thank you once again for being our speaker, and just continue to do exactly what it is that you are doing.
Thank you very much for having me. It was indeed a pleasure to present. And thank you for my family and friends who would have joined the call. I see several of them on the call. I appreciate you all for inspiring me on a daily basis. And again, thank you, Rotary. It was a pleasure and honor.
Thank you. Just going to share my screen.
Just before we wrap up, Danny, can Mr. Mitchell post his contacts or contact information or website in the chat, please, for persons to follow him or on social media and also reach out to him later?
No problem.
Sure, definitely. All right. So we will now have our four-way test. All right, of the things we say, think, or do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all
concerned?
Will it build
goodwill and better
beneficial?
friendships?
Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Will it be fun?
Will it be fun? Yes.
All right, we now have our Rotary toast. That'll be done by Rotarian Dietrich.
Good night, everyone. My fellow Rotarians and guests, please raise your glass in a toast to Rotary around the world.
Rotary
around the world.
Around the world. And I'd like to send a shout out to Mitchell Thurston Sr. and Sean Thurston. Hi.
All right, thank you all for joining our meeting this evening and for being a part with us. We have now come to an end and the meeting is now adjourned. And
thank you so much, Danny. Good job.
Thank you, you're welcome. And just a quick note, if you want the information for Mr. Thurston, you would have just posted it in the chat. So the chat is going to be open for a bit to ensure that you get that contact information.
Hi, Alicia. See, you're visiting us from St. Martin.
Hi there. Good evening, everyone.
How's it going?
Good evening, Alicia. Good evening.
I see you had a very busy, week, 2 weeks? Very busy, very active.
Yes, and then I'm taking an entire week to relax.
It was great seeing all the pictures though. So it looked like you guys had a great time.
Yeah, we did.
Awesome. Yeah, so I guess she'll be in Nassau in November. So, we could return the favor with the photos.
Yes, definitely. It's so important, for us to stay connected and know what's going on,
Yes, definitely. Very good.
You're going to on a cruise?
I'm not sure because I'm actually living in Turks Island now. So I gotta, yes, I've moved since we last chat. So I gotta see if I will be able to make it because I just moved in March. So still settling in.
Okay, and you haven't joined that club as yet, or you're gonna stick with Nassau?
Yeah, well, right now I'm just visiting the club. And then I probably go through until the end of this Rotary year before I.
Okay.
Let me answer that for Chantel. She will always be a Rotary Club of Nassau. Let me get that straight right
I mean,
now.
you guys can, make her an honorary member.
I don't know
an honorary member would be good.
I need to come down to where you from? Port St. Luke, where you from?
Who, Alicia?
Me?
Yeah, where's Alicia from?
St. Martin.
Oh, I need to come down to St. Martin. Alicia, send an invitation for us to come down there.
All righty. Well, I mean, if you want to stay connected to the club, you just let them, let you be an honorary member. But it's always good to be active on the ground and, connected to a Rotary Club where you're at.
Yes. But I will be at an RCN project in a couple of weeks, though. I will be traveling for that. So
okay, great.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Chantel,
All right.
come back home. I told Chantel today she's coming back home soon. Already put that in the atmosphere.
And she'll have to visit Freeport too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm
oh,
actually coming to
listen,
Freeport before I go to Inagua, so you will be seeing
All
me
right.
soon.
Excellent.
PAG
Excellent.
Donald Glass, how are you, my
Yes,
family, my friend? Oh my
I'm
goodness.
fine. I'm fine. Mr.
Oh
President-elect,
my,
how are you doing?
I
It's good
am
to see
doing
you.
well. I need to, oh my goodness, I can't wait to come and see you again. Oh
Oh,
man.
looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Oh man, it's good to have you on, man. Is Mr. Thurston
Thank you.
still on? Or he's already gone? He's
Uh,
already
I think he's
gone.
gone. Yeah, looks like he's gone. Yeah.
All right. Joan, how are you doing, Joan? It's good to have Joan Pinder on.
Yes,
Oh,
this our little parking lot now.
yeah, this the parking lot.
Yes, yes, yes.
Margarita, is that Margarita? Good to have you, Margarita.
And Catherine will be coming to Inagua as well.
Oh wow, that's good.
Hmm.
Sean Thurston. Catherine, you going now? Catherine, I don't listen. I only seen your picture, but I haven't seen you in I don't know how long, Catherine.
Ta-da!
There you go. Oh, good to see you, Cat.
Good to see you, Romy.
Good to see you. Is Margarita
I can't hear you, Catherine. What happened?
Projects because of my back was not. So all the push lifting and breaking. So I should definitely now I won't miss it. So yeah.
all right.
All right.
So I'm gonna miss Inagua. Margarita, are you a Rotarian, Margarita? Are you a visitor?
I think Margarita dropped off, looks like.
Oh, she dropped off. Hey, Joan is still on. Who else is still on?
Desiree, I think Desiree is a visiting Rotarian, eh?
Desiree.
Yes, I am the, what you call your prospect of Monique.
Oh, right, Desiree.
Ah, okay. I not recognize the name. Okay, all right.
Let
I
me see
think
this.
most of you guys saw me at the beach cleanup and one or two other events you had.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I should be ashamed, Desiree. Goodness. Oh yes. Yes.
I don't know if you could see
My
me
bad.
sitting in my car.
Hi.
Hi, Desiree.
Hello.
Keno, y'all need to
She was
find
trying to
Sheila for
drag you
this
into
coming in.
Inagua too, right?
Pardon?
I think Monique was trying to get you to Inagua too, but I think she said you have a new addition to the family, eh?
I was trying to get the dates so that I could make arrangements. I wasn't sure of the dates.
Oh, well, we're going on the 18th, but I thought she said you have a grandchild or something, no?
No, I think you might have confused me with somebody else.
Ah,
Yeah. But I have a
okay.
lot. I do have a lot going on.
Okay.
But once I am able to go, I'd be happy to go.
Okay.
So I guess she'll update me, or you guys can update me. Anyone?
Yes. I'm sure she
Yes.
will. Sure she will. Yes.
Thank you.
All right, good. Francine, I'm sorry, you were saying something?
Fine, Sheila, she's just coming on.
Oh, Sheila on Jamaican time, eh?
Sheila come for the after party.
Everybody, y'all take care. All the best to all of you.
Thank you, PAG. Donald Glass.
I'll see you when I get there. Well, I probably
Yes.
won't get the Freeport till Friday now, depending on what's happening with this weather.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Looking forward to it. Okay.
All right.
All right, take
Sheila,
care.
you finally came up for some air?
Yes, all right.
I just got back in the house from dealing with a load of issues at my house from the weather.
Oh boy.
Sound like
You okay? You're safe though, right?
No, I'm fine. It was just I had Junior here. We had some roof leaks and things. So anyway, whatever.
Woo.
Okay, good night, everyone.
We'll just pray that you be good. Good night, Desiree. Just make sure you're okay, Sheila, because we probably expecting some more rain tomorrow.
Fine. I haven't got any problems with anything.
You still have power?
Just the rain.
You still have power?
Yeah, the power came back on about an hour ago.
Oh, wow.
But my internet is off again. I'm having to come on with my phone. So.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
Yeah, the power went down in my area as well.
Oh.
Yeah, but the annoying thing is
Generator.
that with my internet connection, it's been on off for weeks. And then it was off for 3 days. And yesterday, a guy showed up and said, oh, it's not your house, it's the cable in the road. And I said, yes, I've been telling you guys that. So he fixed it. And of course, when the power went off, the internet didn't come back on. So I have no internet again.
Oh, man. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, and trying to get, I'm doing a lot of web stuff at the moment as well. So, and trying to do it with a hotspot connection is very slow.
Yes.
I can imagine. Oh my goodness.
I hope you have a lot of data on that phone.
Yeah, well, I hate to think what my bill's going to be like at the end of the month, but never mind.
Hey, wow.
Man, it's good to connect with you guys. We had a great meeting. We had up to 42 or 43 people, 47 people on tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
wow.
That
Okay.
was pretty amazing.
But I'm starting till 6:30.
No, 6.
No, the flyer says 6:30.
Yeah, we decided